Welcome to Second Take, the show that focuses on the issues behind the news. Mining Weekly editor Martin Creamer joins me today to unpack the latest in the mining industry. Welcome, Martin.
Thanks, Ashley.
Can you tell us about South Deep's being boosted by another 50 to 80 megawatts of wind power?
Yeah, so the big South Deep gold mine, west of where we're sitting, close to Carltonville on the West Rand, is a pioneer when it comes to renewable energy from a mining point of view. Owned by Goldfields, they introduced as fast as they could solar power there. They got 50 megawatts of solar power. But while looking at the sun, they started watching the wind as well. And that wind energy, with all the tests that they've done, has proved to be very strong. So they want to go ahead with a 60 megawatt to 80 megawatt wind energy. They've gone for the environmental permission from the government. And that will be quite a nice boost for mining's renewable energy surge again, which is a business case because, the cost of the Eskom electricity is high, and it's a big percentage of what the mines have to spend in their costs. So if you can do your own renewable energy and it's lower cost, it has a very important aspect in the business. And we mustn't forget that this South Deep is a big mine, and it's a modernized mine, and it's a mechanized mine. So it's good for Gauteng, which is the province of gold, to still have a good, strong gold mine.
Now, tell us about the Green Knowledge Exchange tender that aims to accelerate green hydrogen development in South Africa.
Yeah, so it's knowledge exchange. And, the Germans are helping us again. The GIZ organization, which a couple of weeks back invited a tender to allow big companies doing renewable energy and doing green hydrogen to actually include nearby communities in that. So they gave them a toolkit of how they could do that efficiently. Now they've brought out another tender which closes on December the 8th. Again, urgency. And they feel that, the green hydrogen story could be moving faster in South Africa, but there are just a few gaps and knowledge gaps. So they want to get someone to respond to this tender, a company that can go out and exchange information, create an information exchange among all the participants that are aspirant green hydrogen activists. And so they've got this tender out, which is very interesting. The way they are trying to stimulate this, they are believers in green hydrogen. We can produce here quite competitively. And, the hope is that we'll do a lot internally besides looking at the export market. The export market is going to be quite difficult, but, we can get into it because I think so much of this will be needed in the world. So hopefully we'll have a domestic and an export content in green hydrogen.
And lastly, the industrial demand for platinum this year reached an all-time high.
Yeah, so the World Platinum Investment Council, in their most recent quarterly, they calculated there that, the demand for from the industrial sector for platinum in 2023 will be an all-time record. And one of the big movers there has been the glass industry. And, we don't always associate platinum and glass, but there's all aspects of glass making that require platinum and platinum group metals. And because there was such a lot of glass activity around the world, this then boosted the demand from the industrial sector. So it's normally the automotive sector, but this was the industrial sector, and other parts of the industrial sector were also pretty vibrant. And so they're expecting that, although this was an all-time record, or they think it will be by the end of the year, it could be really big by the end of the year. Next year they see it as still being fairly high and probably in number 3 spot, even looking at it from this point of view. I suppose they're looking at a lot of the glass projects going on and they're giving us some idea. But then again, automotive was also up very well. The million ounce deficit is worsening all the time. So at some stage, I think you're going to see it manifest more strongly in prices and also probably an investment in platinum for the long term, which will be good for South Africa.
Thanks for speaking with us, Martin.
Great pleasure, Sashni.
That's it for today. Join us again next week for more news analysis on the local and global mining industries. To subscribe to Creamer Media's Engineering News and Mining Weekly, please email subscriptions at creamermedia.co.za.